Oh, it's moved. Hi guys, let me just move this back. There we go. I left my camera tripod accessory bit at my mum's. Not good. And it always happens to me. This does. There we go. Anyway, so as you have seen on my, if you have watched it, on my post, well, my upload Wednesday or Thursday, we had a little shock on Wednesday. A little bit. It's been a very strange couple days filled with a lot of weird emotions that I'm not really that used to. It's been very, very odd and very, very confusing. Obviously, if you don't know, I'll kind of catch you up. Wednesday was my birthday, and I was obviously going to go out for a trip. We were going out for a meal. And it was really strange because my friend told me she was pregnant on my birthday. She found out that day, and she's between 4 and 5 weeks now. I think tomorrow, I think she'll be between 5 and 7 weeks. You know, when you take the clear blue, you're not quite sure. Well, we've worked out what day she's kind of due on and stuff, so we've worked it out. But anyway, I don't know. I don't know I don't know what made me do it. But I was in the bathroom and I was gonna go for a pee like you do, and I was like, there's a pregnancy test in that drawer. Wouldn't that be nice? Kind of just random thinking in my head, so I was like, right, I'll take it. So I took it and I went to the kitchen, got myself a drink and come back, and I was holding my drink and I was like just staring at it, like, and the control line just come up, like there was a control line, and the test line was being really strange. It had come down halfway and then it had started to bend, like, which means that it's faulty, but as it dried, well, it doesn't mean that it's faulty, but as it dried, the line went down straight. Oh, I've got it over here actually. Let me go put this way then. The only problem is that it has faded since, I don't know if you're gonna, there you go, you can see the test and the control. See, the control has faded quite bad compared to the test. So I don't know why it's done that. Anyway, so I'm keeping this because this is a very confusing test. Anyway, so I went downstairs and I was shaking, like, because you can see in the footage that the camera's just moving because I just couldn't keep my hand still. My hand was like this. So I went running downstairs, and I was saying to my neighbour, I was like, what's that? And she said, you're pregnant. I was like, should go and get a clear blue and you find out, clear blue, and you find out how pregnant you are. So I went, drove down to the pharmacy, which isn't very far away. I could have walked, but I was like, it would have taken me longer. And then I went back upstairs and took it, and it said, I was sat on the bed shaking, thinking, oh my God, I might be a mum again, like, oh my God. And I went from being so worried about what I thought Jay was going to think, like, oh my God, like the stupid girl's got herself knocked up, to thinking, actually, I kind of want this. It sounds really strange. Don't worry, I'm not crying this time, I got an itchy eye. Yeah, and then thinking, actually, I do kind of want this, and then sitting there going, actually, how nice it would be, like, to have another baby. So I got up and I couldn't go in there, and I was like walking in like that, like I don't want to see. And hang on, babe. Right, go and watch your programme that I put on, please. Edward, go. You try and do something for 2 minutes, and then like thinking, so I don't want to look at it, and then I kind of just went there. And I looked down, it said not pregnant, and I went from being, oh my God, to what the actual hell, like I dropped from this high, like ridiculously high, and then just kind of dropped, and I was like, what the hell? So it makes you realise what actually you want. And I obviously had told Jay, I rang him, and I was really quite nervous about telling him. I didn't, because I've not had the best of luck with telling the people that I've been with that I'm pregnant. With Ed's dad, he cried, and then he wouldn't talk to me for 2 weeks pretty much. And then I went to the abortion clinic, and obviously I've not got rid of him, just to see my options. And then he texted me saying, if you get rid of it today, then we can get drunk tonight. And we broke up when I was 8 weeks, because he was not overly that interested, and he's the last 2 years he's been a lot better of Ed's life. The first 2 he was not very good at all. The last 2 he has been a lot better. When I was pregnant with the second child, I was with my friend, and we were having lunch at a cafe, and it was just all tasting disgusting. Like, it was not, this is how I realised it was just tasting disgusting, and this is like one of my favourite things I ever had there, and I was like, I could eat it all the time. So I said to her, I watched Ed for me, and I literally ran out the cafe and ran up the road, like, into the pharmacy, and got a pregnancy test. Ran back, I was like, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Went upstairs, and she didn't have a clue what I was doing. She just thought I was going to go and get something from the shop. Went upstairs, come down, put it in my handbag, went downstairs, looked at it, and I was like, and then there was 2 very clear blue lines on there, and I didn't want it at all. I didn't want that child at all. You know, because I'd broken up with my partner before I'd found out, and I knew I didn't want it. And then, obviously, I told him, and he was like, get rid of it. And I didn't want to. I couldn't do that. And thankfully, somebody up there knew I didn't want it, and in my view he had taken it away from me and hopefully had given it to somebody else, and that's kind of what had happened. And I didn't want it, but I am still sad that I lost it, because although I didn't want it, if I would have had to be pregnant with it, I would have birthed it, and I would have been a mother to it, and I would have loved it all the same. I wouldn't have cared. Although I didn't want to be pregnant with it, it wouldn't have affected me. And go in the living room, please. This is very difficult when you have a 4-year-old. Alright, well, I'll put another film on for you in a minute. No, stop being silly. In a minute. In a minute. Anyway, I'm going to ignore him, which doesn't ever work, because you can see his hand. The only problem is if he comes in here, he's naked, so, well, he's got a top on. Anyway. But the problem with the second one was I felt pregnant a lot before the pregnancy test would pick up, and I had done 4 pregnancy tests until I had done that one, and it had come up, definitely. The problem with this time, which this video is going to be really long, is I took that first pregnancy test, and there were 2 clear as day lines go up on it. I took the clear blue and it said negative. I took another 2 ones from Sainsbury's. They were negative. I took one that was, and this is what's making me think that I'm just being silly, but then I took another one from a shop that apparently detects from 8 days past ovulation, and that was a negative. It was cool though, it was an orange pregnancy test. Then you have to say at this point. And then I had taken 2 of the same brand ones as the one I took the first time. Now last night I was staring at that, and I could swear to God I could see a second line on that one. I took it again this morning and I can't see anything. Oh, and the doctors. So I have taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've taken 8 pregnancy tests in the last 3 days. Which is just too much. I can't take any more. That's it. I'm done. I can't take any more. But it's because I'm just hoping. I am praying that there's going to be that little line there. And I'm just hoping that there is literally just going to be that line there. And I just keep looking, and I'm like, please Lord, just let there be a line there. And I don't know why. I just want that line to be there. Because Jay's almost 28. I have just turned 23. I have a 4-year-old child. And I mean, he's got a good job. I don't have a good job, I just have a job. But he's got a good job, and he's got a lot of possibilities in with his job. So, you know, he's got a lot of, you know, we don't live together yet. We've only been together a year. We've never argued. So there's like pros and cons to this. Like, you can hear like what I'm saying. You can see we've never argued. That's a pro. We've only been together a year. It's a con. But we've been together a year, and we've been serious for a year. It's a pro. You see what I mean? My mum would flip out if I got pregnant again. She'll go nuts. That's a con. But I wouldn't give a shit. That's a very, like, you know what I mean? And I don't know. I've just gotten so happy about it. And so like, oh my god, I'm going to have a baby. And then it's just gone. And I don't know what to think. Or how to react. But all I know now is I want a baby. But it's not like I want a baby. If you know what I mean, I only want a baby with Jay. Oh, what? Now it starts like, don't be a puff. Sorry if people find that word not very nice. Yes. Anyway, so I know I want a baby. And I want one with Jay. And that's all I want. And I want Jay forever and ever and ever. It sounds so weird. But you never know. We've both agreed that in the future, this may have been too soon. This may have been too soon for both of us. That's the reason why it's... I don't know. This is my view now. That test has come back saying pregnant to see how I would feel if I was. And that's what I believe's happened. Now I know that it is what I want. We've probably both realised that maybe it's a little bit sooner than we wanted, but if it's going to happen, it's going to happen, and we're both completely happy with that, and that we're going to be excited about it. So, maybe the plans might change in a couple of months to a year time, where we might end up seeing something happen a little bit sooner. Because that's kind of what I want. Although none of this has been discussed with Jay. But it's what a woman wants, and a woman gets what she wants. But no. Anyway, this video is going on for 12 minutes. And now we know what I want. Now we know how I feel. And now I know I've got it completely out of my system. So now in my head, I am now feeling slightly excited. The fact in the future, I do definitely want kids. And I only want them with Jay. So I am slightly excited by the fact that in a year and a half time, I'll say in a year and a half time, it might sound quite far away, but we are getting on it like Sonic, and we're going to have babies by like 2 years. 2.5 years. So yeah. Anyway, so we know that actually that has been a sign, and that I'm really, really happy about it, and that I really, really want a baby, and that I only want one with Jay, and that I'm completely in love with this bloke, and I've never been in love before, and I'm completely in love. He's completely amazing with Ed, and I know he's going to be a brilliant and wonderful father. And I'm going to start crying again. But it's good cries, it's not sad ones, it's just pure excitement that I know I want. Leanne knows what she wants. Yeah. Anyway, stop crying because it's only good cries. Anyway, so this is a long video. I'm really sorry. Oh, my eyes look very blue. I need to put some makeup on, tidy up my house and go out. Bye, guys.